Hello, my name is Dani Schenone, and I am a yoga teacher and certified personal trainer. This is part 9 of a 10-part series. We started from our toes, working all the way up our bodies, and today we'll be focusing on the neck. You will not need any props for this practice today. It'll be a quick 10-minuter, and if you are utilizing my playlist, please press play now. Let's get started. You can get started in a comfortable seat. I will be in hips over heels, but you can come into crisscross applesauce, soles of the feet together, knees out wide. Whatever is best for you and supports you in your practice best. Bringing your hands to either your knees or to your thighs, palms facing up. Let's just take a deep breath in. Slow breath out. And then I want you to drop your left ear to your left shoulder. Noticing how the weight of your head creates that stretch in the right side of your neck. Can you feel that right shoulder sinking down, melting down? Can you feel the right side of your neck lengthening out even more? On your next breath, I want you to bring your chin to your left clavicle. Notice how that changes the stretch in the right side of your neck. On your inhale, can you lift your chin back up? And then as you exhale, lower it down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Coming back to where we started. And then lift your head up, crown of your head lifts up towards the sky. Turn towards the left, and then turn towards the right. And then come back to center. Slowly drop your right ear down towards your right shoulder. Noticing the stretch through the left side of your neck. Feeling the weight of your left shoulder pulling down, letting the gravity do the work. Noticing further lengthening of the left side of your neck. Now drop your chin to your left clavicle, right clavicle rather. Notice the difference in the stretch on the left side of your neck. On your next inhale, lift your chin back up. And then exhale, drop it down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. Lift. And drop. Come back. And then lift the crown of your head up towards the sky. Turning towards the right. And then towards the left. And then come back to center. On your next breath in, lift your arms up towards the sky. And then on your breath out, clasp your hands behind your back, pull your wrists down, and then tilt your gaze up towards the sky. Breathe into the front of your neck. Can you drop your left earlobe to your left shoulder? Then come back to center. Right earlobe, right shoulder. And come back to center. Release the clasp, lift the crown of your head up towards the sky, coming back to neutral. Inhale, lift your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, take the funky side clasp this time. Pull the wrists down, open up your chest, open up your throat. We'll simply hold here for 3 breaths. Release the wrists. crown of the head towards the sky. Whew. Well done. Bringing your hands to your heart center, I want you to take your right hand and bring it to a bind at the low back. Now, can you drop your left ear to your left shoulder? Option to take this left hand, grab onto your right ear, and just let the gravity, let the weight of the left hand pull your head down towards that side. Feeling the gravity of this right shoulder pulling it down and away from your earlobe. Breathe in. Breathe out. Slowly lift your top hand up off your head, crown of the head up towards the sky, and release that low bind. Bringing your hands to your heart center, we'll come onto the other side. So this left hand takes that bind at the low back, and then your right earlobe drops to your right shoulder. Taking this right hand, reaching up and towards that top ear, not pulling down, just simply allowing the weight of your top hand to pull your left earlobe away from the shoulder. Feeling that left shoulder soften down, separating itself from the earlobe. Breathing in, breathing out. Releasing your top hand, lifting the crown of the head up towards the sky, and then unwinding that bind. Go ahead and give your shoulders some circles back behind you, and then forward, and then come back to center. Now, tilt your chin down towards your sternum, and then shift the chin towards the left clavicle. Notice what that is stretching on the right side of your neck. If you would like a little bit more, you can take your left hand and pull down ever so slightly and softly. 2 breaths here. Release that top hand, tilt your chin down towards your sternum, towards the midline, and then all the way over to the right. You might stay here, or you can take that right hand, place it atop the head, and with so much softness, pull it down. Release the top hand, tilt your chin towards midline, and then lift the crown of your head up towards the sky. Well done. Okay, let's come into tabletop pose. And then all the way down onto your belly, bending the elbows. Coming into Sphinx pose, you can separate the big toes from one another, come into a parallel leg, or maybe even wider if that feels good for your low back. Forearms plant onto the mat, palms plant onto the mat. Soften the shoulders down the back as you sort of bring your chest through your shoulders. Much like we just did, can you drop your chin down and then tilt it to the right and then the left, to the right and then to the left. Breathe in, breathe out. Chin comes back to that midline, lifting the crown up towards the sky, dropping right ear to right shoulder. Take a semicircle, left ear, left shoulder. Semicircle to the right, and then to the left. Come back to center, both hands underneath your shoulders. Press into your palms, your knuckles, your finger pads. Let's come into a child's pose. 3 breaths. And then press yourself up into tabletop. Heels or hips rather come onto heels. Turn towards the long side of your mat or towards the screen. And come into an easy seat. This time I'll take crisscross applesauce. On an inhale, lift your hands up towards the sky. And then on the exhale, hook your thumbs, bring your pointer fingers together and then separate your fingertips away from one another. Bend the elbows and feel the opening and the release of the traps. Breathe in, breathe out. Release, bringing your hands to your knees. Inhale, arms come up towards the sky. Exhale, funky clasp, this time with the thumbs, fingers separate from one another. Bend those elbows, release the traps. Breathe in, breathe out. And then release, bringing yourself into a tall spine, lifting up through the crown of the head, slight tuck of the chin. Inhale, arms lift up towards the sky. Exhale, hands come to your heart center, thanking yourself for dedicating time to movement. You absolutely deserve it. If you like what I'm putting down, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week.